The bottle says 100% pure olive oil. The label says extra virgin. The price looks like a deal, but the lab says something completely different. In some cases, what's inside that bottle isn't even real olive oil. It's diluted, mixed, or replaced entirely with cheaper oils like soybean or sunflower. And here's the part that should make you pause. You might be cooking with it every single night, thinking you're making a healthy choice. But you're not. Today, we're exposing the cooking oil brand Americans should stop buying immediately and the truth behind what's actually in those bottles. Now here's where it gets even more concerning. Most people trust labels. If it says extra virgin olive oil, you assume it meets a strict standard. But in the United States, enforcement is surprisingly weak. The FDA doesn't actively regulate olive oil labeling the way you'd expect. That means companies can get away with using terms like pure or even extra virgin without consistently meeting the highest quality benchmarks. And this isn't just speculation. A well-known study conducted by UC Davis tested 124 olive oil samples available in the U.S. market. The result? A majority failed to meet extra virgin standards. Not a few, most. So what's actually happening here? It comes down to quality degradation, mislabeling, and sometimes outright adulteration. Oils can be old, oxidized, or mixed with cheaper refined oils, yet still sold at premium prices. And unless you're sending your bottle to a lab, you'd never know the difference. That's exactly why this list matters. Because these aren't random brands. These are the ones sitting on shelves in major American stores right now. Let's start with Great Value, Walmart's in-house brand. The label presents it as a budget-friendly, reliable option. But multiple independent tests over the years have raised concerns about purity and freshness. Some reports suggest the oil doesn't consistently meet extra virgin standards, with signs of oxidation and possible blending. What you're paying for isn't necessarily what you're getting. Next is Kroger Private Selection. This one positions itself as a more premium store brand, often priced higher than basic options. But again, testing and consumer watchdog reports have questioned whether the oil maintains true extra virgin integrity. The issue here isn't just quality, it's consistency. One bottle might be decent, the next might fall short. Then there's Aldi, a store known for affordability. Their olive oil has gained popularity for its low price, but that's exactly where the skepticism begins. Lower cost often means compromises somewhere in the supply chain. While not every batch is problematic, there have been enough concerns around sourcing and processing to make it worth questioning. Target's Good and Gather brand is another one many people trust without hesitation. Clean branding, modern packaging, and a reputation for quality across other products. But olive oil is a different game. Reports have indicated that some batches may not fully meet the chemical and sensory standards required for extra virgin classification. Now we move into legacy brands, starting with Wesson. This brand has been around for decades and is widely recognized. But recognition doesn't equal quality. Wesson has faced scrutiny in the past over labeling practices, particularly around what constitutes natural or pure. While not exclusively an olive oil brand, its presence in the cooking oil space raises similar concerns about transparency. Bertolli is one of the most recognizable olive oil brands in America. Italian branding, premium positioning, and wide availability. But here's the twist. Bertolli has faced legal action in the past over claims that its olive oil was misleadingly labeled as extra virgin when it allegedly did not meet those standards. That's a major red flag for a brand built on trust. Things get complicated. Mazola is better known for corn oil, but it still plays a role in the broader cooking oil market. The concern here isn't mislabeling olive oil specifically, but the heavy processing involved in many of its products. Highly refined oils lose much of their natural nutritional value, yet they're still marketed as healthy options. And finally, Crisco, a household name for generations. But Crisco represents a different kind of issue. Its oils are heavily processed, often hydrogenated or refined, and far removed from anything resembling a natural product. It's not about mislabeling here. It's about what you're actually putting into your body. So across these 10 brands, the pattern becomes clear. It's not always outright fraud, but it's a mix of weak regulation, inconsistent quality, and marketing that doesn't always match reality. And that brings us to the bigger question. How does this keep happening in the first place? So how does this keep happening? How do bottles that look premium sound premium and are priced like premium products end up being anything but? The answer isn't just one brand cutting corners. It's the entire supply chain. And once you see how it works, it's hard to unsee. It starts overseas. Massive quantities of low-grade olive oil and sometimes completely different vegetable oils are produced at a fraction of the cost of real extra virgin olive oil. We're talking about oils that are refined, deodorized, or already degraded from poor storage. These oils are then sold in bulk, often through brokers, and shipped across continents. By the time they reach the United States, they've already changed hands multiple times. Now here's where things get interesting. Once these oils arrive in U.S. ports, they don't go straight to store shelves. They're sent to large-scale processing and packaging facilities. These are industrial operations where oils can be blended, filtered, and repackaged. And because enforcement is loose, there's room for manipulation. A lower quality oil can be mixed with a small percentage of real olive oil, adjusted for color and flavor, and then labeled in a way that still sounds legitimate to the average consumer. The labeling is where the real game is played. Words like pure, light, or even imported create an image of quality without actually guaranteeing it. Even extra virgin can appear on bottles that don't consistently meet the strict international standards you'd expect. And unless regulators step in with consistent testing and enforcement, it's largely up to the companies to police themselves. That's a system that's easy to exploit. Then comes distribution. These products are shipped out to major retailers across the country. Walmart, Kroger, Target, and others stock their shelves with these oils, often under private labels or well-known brand names. From the outside, everything looks normal. The packaging is clean, the branding is convincing, and the price feels like a good deal. But what's inside the bottle has already been through a chain of compromises. And here's the part most people don't realize. Even when a brand isn't intentionally cutting corners, the system itself can degrade quality. Olive oil is sensitive. It reacts to light, heat, and time. If it sits too long in storage, if it's transported in poor conditions, or if it's exposed to air, it starts to break down. That means by the time it reaches your kitchen, it might no longer have the properties it had when it was first produced. It's not always fake, but it's not what you think it is. So what can you actually trust? If everything from sourcing to labeling to storage can introduce problems, how do you find oil that's genuinely worth using? This is where we shift from exposure to solutions. Because not all brands operate this way. Some have built their entire reputation on transparency, traceability, and consistent quality. First is California Olive Ranch. This brand stands out because it focuses heavily on domestic production and strict quality control. Their oils are often certified, tested, and traceable back to specific regions. That level of transparency makes a difference. You're not just buying a product, you're buying into a system that prioritizes authenticity. And while it might cost a bit more than the cheapest options, you're getting something that aligns much more closely with what extra virgin olive oil is supposed to be. Next is Kirkland's Signature, the in-house brand from Costco. Now this might surprise some people because it's still a store brand. But the difference here is certification. Many of their olive oils carry seals from recognized organizations that test for quality and authenticity. Costco also has the advantage of massive scale, which allows it to source better products while still keeping prices competitive. It's one of the few cases where a large retailer actually leverages its size to improve quality rather than cut corners. Then there's Chosen Foods. This brand has built a strong reputation around clean sourcing and minimal processing. While it's especially known for avocado oil, its approach to cooking oils in general reflects a commitment to transparency. You'll often find clearer labeling, better sourcing information, and products that avoid the heavy refining scene in many mainstream options. It's not just about olive oil, it's about a broader philosophy of what cooking oil should be. Now here's the key takeaway. It's not about memorizing a list of good and bad brands. It's about understanding the patterns. Cheap price combined with premium claims should raise questions. Vague labeling should raise questions. Lack of certification should raise questions. Once you start looking at cooking oil this way, you stop relying on marketing and start relying on signals that actually matter. Because at the end of the day, this isn't just about taste. It's about what you're putting into your body every single day. Cooking oil is one of the most frequently used ingredients in any kitchen. If that ingredient isn't what you think it is, the impact adds up over time. And that's exactly why this topic deserves more attention than it gets. So next time you're standing in the aisle, looking at rows of bottles that all seem similar, take a second look. Flip the label. Question the claims. Think about the journey that oil took before it got there. Because once you understand the system, you're no longer just a consumer. You're someone who can make informed choices. And now I want to hear from you. Which of these brands is sitting in your cabinet right now?